Honey is the best. Honey is the best. Aatakaina paatakaina honey is the best. Honey is the best. Honey is the best. Ila kotti vennu tattu honey is the best.
Hello, all. What a pleasant and what a joyous occasion for non-resident Indians of entire United States and those who are able to watch in 18 different countries. We have here a Swara readers, Swara viewers, Swara listeners, and we would like to share with you the celebration that we are having in Sacramento. And we are here today with a very, very, very special but talented, hardworking, very famous actress, Mehreen. Hello, Mehreen.
Thank you so much.
So, dear viewers, listeners, readers, and we are going to have a little bit of chat or banter, have some good time, and in a very casual way. We decided questions can go both ways, and then we will just have a little bit of fun. And first thing is, Mehreen, do you want to share about how your journey started and how you chose this field?
Firstly, hello to all Swara listeners, viewers, and thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure. It's my first time here in Sacramento, and it's so nice to meet. Yeah, it's. I think for me, it's just a way to meet the Telugu community overseas, and doing so well. Like yourself, you have such an inspiring journey. My journey as an actor, I think. It might sound very like filmy, but actually, destiny chose this for me, not me myself. When I think nothing else was working, this just I think God just gave me a hint, and I just thought that okay, that why not do this? I started getting offers, and we moved to Bombay. We were earlier here in Canada, did a lot of labor, worked in a grocery store, and this was during my first year of college. And then but I somehow wasn't liking the life here. And then there was this beauty pageant happening. So just like that, a family friend said, because I was a tomboy before that, so just like that, a family friend said that, oh, before she goes to college, I think she should become a girl. Oh, they told my mom. So I went, and it was Miss South Asia Canada, and then I was crowned as Miss Personality there. And after that, I started getting a lot of offers. And I thought that, maybe this is what I meant to do. My brother always wanted to become an actor. And so we overnight, we just made the decision of shifting back from here to India. Went to Bombay, joined an acting school, started working on a craft, didn't know anything about acting. And then I think rest is history. Like I frankly before that I had never even watched South Indian movies, even Telugu per se. I had few family friends and they would be like even Punjabis, they'll watch a lot of Telugu films and they would say that they are much better than Hindi films. But I had never watched them until I got an offer. I was called for an audition in Hyderabad. I was actually supposed to be a part of Sarai Nuru. So that's how my journey was supposed to begin. And then I came back from that audition, and then they said that they're going to, do the contract after Son of Satyamurthy releases because it was supposed to release like after a few weeks. So you know how everyone like to launch a new actress, like if they, they have to decide. And in that time, I got another call for the second time to Hyderabad, and that was for Krishnagari Veerupemagada. That happened to be my first film. I had a 2-day audition, and it was almost like shooting a film. I had, and Hanu sir was very, very particular about how he wanted Mahalakshmi's look to be. And and 2 days after the audition, he edited the whole thing. He watched it on the big screen, and that's when he thought, okay, she's going to be my Mahalakshmi. And that's how I ended up signing the film.
Wow.
And and then it has been a lovely journey. And like for me, like Telugu, like I say, Idi Ma Amma, because it's given me my name, my fame, everything that I'm doing today, everything I'm going to do tomorrow. I think it'll be all thanks to the Telugu industry and the Telugu people for giving me so much love. Because I think that way I was very lucky that they loved Mahalakshmi. And, it was in 2016. And just now when they played my song Nuvante Nanuvu, it's like it just takes you back to the memory lane.
Right.
And it feels, I think it feels like a dream sometimes. Yeah. But I love it.
Great. Do you still remember the day one? Not auditions, but everything else, but the day one.
I did.
What was kind of the first scene was, or
so in Krishnagari Veerupemagada, we were shooting in Rayalaseema. Most of the film is shot in Rayalaseema, Anandpur, and there were no hotels. We used to stay in someone's house.
Right.
I'm still in touch with them. Very nice of them to actually keep us in their home for over 2 months. My first day of shoot was I'm sure like you would remember if you watched the film Unnapalanga Week Spelling Chapara. That scene was the first scene that we shot, and obviously there was a lot of anxiety because there was so much pressure that like I hope the people accept me, because I feel when you don't know the language. That was my sole reason to even start learning the language the moment I signed my first Telugu film. Because I thought that to be working in another language, I think, and language plays a very important role if you want to like rule people's hearts. It's like a direct emotions, yes, have no language. But still, language does play an important, it connects. I started learning, so I would always think that, okay, like I hope, like God, people accept me. They like Mahalakshmi. There were a lot of thoughts, anxiety, also excitement to watch myself on the big screen,
Right.
And I think, my team, everyone, they helped me so much. My co-star Nani, he was always there to support me. I really thank him even today. Hanu sir, my producers, everyone. And that's when the first time I saw so many people watching us shoot, asking for autographs, and that experience is surreal. Like even today, like every time I meet someone, I feel like that way, as actors, we have that power, which no other, I think, like profession that way has, of entertaining people, where people love us without having any other motive. Like it is very, very, it's just very pure.
Genuine.
It's very genuine. You can make them cry, laugh through your scenes. You happen to inspire them, and I think that way, that is also, I feel like as actors we also have a lot of responsibility, you know,
Right.
because the upcoming generation, everyone, you know, some way or the other, they do look up to their favorite actor, their favorite star, you know, and want to be like them.
Right.
So I feel that you should always be a good example.
It's very nice. I mean, do you distinctly remember um, you had an experience and you had a life, you had an understanding. When were you first time you knew yourself that you're a celebrity? That really come to you. Then what was the process uh, in one own self? Like, is your family helped you to how to handle that status, or what does it mean to be in a celebrity status and the celebrityness, and how did you processed it, how do you handled it, or how are you handling it, and when you know distinctly you became no, I'm a celebrity now, and can you share back
Can I be truthful to you?
Yeah.
Even today, I don't. Even today, I don't feel like that. That I'm in, like every time I meet people and then I feel, oh, there's so much love happening. I kind of like just go in some kind of trance. It is it is like people around me, they like, and that's why I get a lot every time like someone meets me, they're like, oh my god, you're so simple, you're so down to earth, you're so like, which, you know, these are obviously very big compliments, and they're like, oh, we thought you have a lot of air about yourself. But then I think, I don't know, I think maybe the one, yes, family plays a very important role. My mother and my brother, they have been there with me, upbringing, you know, the kind of family that you come from,
background?
you know, I think that's very very important. But at the same time also, as human beings, how life has treated you, I think for me, every time I see all of this, it's just a lot of gratitude,
Right.
nothing more than that. Like I feel I'm very very grateful to the universe for giving me so much love, for you know, that there's millions of people who love me and I'm able to bring that smile on their faces. I think it's a very big boon that, you know,
I think I would agree. I'm not very very close to uh, cine field, but I've invested as a financier for many projects, and I think one thing is real about you is you're real, and I think that kind of I sense that staying grounded in reality is very hard while you are surrounded by adulations and praise and love and appreciation. It is easy for us to uh, carried away. There's nothing wrong, but I think I can vouch, or my experience is that she's as real as she can get. Very simple, very humble, and takes her work very very serious. And
yeah, I keep acting only for the films.
yes, yes,
That's what I say. Like there's a reason why real and real.
real.
So if you know that the distinction, if you can make it out,
Right.
then you know then I think that you're on the right path.
So those who are, I see a lot of young girls and young women struggle today. Even I see 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old, they are drawn to Insta, they are drawn to how they look, they are drawn to how they appear. It's in a post Insta world that how do you do you have one or two things to share with them to see how they cannot get trapped into or get sidetracked or get harmed by this thing, because you have some definitely experience of pageantry. A actress who has experience of pageantry, they see something completely different. How do you organize? How do you go up and get the crown? And how? What would you share a few things about these young girls, the post-Insta world, and I think it is really taking a toll on them because how they look matters and everything matters to them. Do you something you want to share how this social media versus pageantry and
I think social media is good, but it also has a lot of negative effects on the generation today. Um, I think first and foremost, having the belief in yourself. You know, I think that is the most important because if you believe in yourself, there can be no one around you who will make you question that. And I think that helps a lot in not going on the wrong path because you know that, okay,
Yeah.
that, there's
Yeah.
some certain times, even when I entered, someone would say, oh, my nose it's not straight, it's crooked,
Yeah.
And so many other things,
Yeah.
I wasn't, now I'm fit. But then during Krishna Gadi Bhishma Magadha, I was a chubby child.
Right.
I was just 21 years old,
Yeah.
20 years old actually.
Yeah.
So, I think if you have that belief in yourself, you love yourself, you believe in your dreams, then like you only look at your final destination. You will not take U-turns or left and right, and get like you will have your blinders on. Two, I think family plays a very important role.
The
This
guardrails and
very, very important because I think for me, my biggest blessing in what I have done today is my mother and my brother because I come back home to a normal family, humble family.
they normalize.
They normalize the whole, everything that I go through outside. So much
So you're a
love.
big celebrity outside. When you come home, you're a darling to your daughter. And
Yeah, I am a very pampered child, but and the celebrity at home is my 4-year-old lab, Berlin. We are all working for him. It is his house, and we are all working for him. He's the one doing things and keeping us busy. So I think that it humbles you in a lot of ways.
Is there is a feeling of a temptation or feeling that you know what, I want to go do this, I don't want to go do this. What would be your decision process? I would feel that you were so young when you came into a hyper glamorous and high pressure, very difficult environment. As a 21-year-old, you just finished teens,
Yes.
and just to end of your teens, you started your career. How did you able to navigate, or maybe what would be your decision process to see, okay, this is right, I can do this, or this is not right, I don't want to do this, or this is a movie I want, or do you have a basic script for yourself, or you can be influenced, or how does it happen, like choosing a project or choosing an activity, even like participating in something?
That's a very good question. I think with me, I'm a person who goes a lot on the vibes.
Intuition.
I'm yes, intuition, and I listen to my conscience a lot. You'll never find me in a place where I'm not feeling comfortable.
You have
Where
to feel home.
yes, and I think maybe that's the reason that why maybe I'm also so easy to talk to, because and you will like if there's someone who I don't feel
Connected.
yeah
or
and not
comfortable.
don't feel comfortable or safe with, I will keep myself away from that person or that environment.
Yeah.
I think they say like your conscience, if you listen to it, it tells you a lot. So I think for me, my conscience is very, very strong.
So you
Even
are-
while just choosing a script, if I listen to it, if I think as an audience I'm going to go watch it, if I relate to something about that script, that makes me say yes.
So do you put yourself as an audience looking at a script or a
Most of the time, yes.
to see, okay, it does make it connect, and
Most of the time, yes.
Then you
And
have
then
to
also
choose.
there are few directors who I really respect. Like suppose if those I will not even ask for a script. Like Hanu sir, obviously he launched me.
He knows you.
Like, and also I respect him a lot. Maruti sir, like the few like how like my second film, Manchi Rojulu Vacha happened during lockdown. I was one of the few actors who was like working in lockdown. Maruti sir just called me. I was sitting at home lockdown time in Bombay. He's like, he just called me and he's like, what are you doing? What is your plan? I said, nothing, sir, at home. Just like everyone locked up. He said, I have a script. I'm planning to start shooting. It'll be very like about 28-30 days. Would you want to be a part of it? I was like, he's like, yes, then I will tell you the script and all that, narrate it to you on phone, and we'll start shooting from day after. He said, like literally, like. I said that, sir, if you've called me, means you must have seen me in the role. I don't even want to hear the script from you because that's how much irrespective. Yeah, like I know, like he made Mahanubhav do, like I know, like the work culture, That team I feel very comfortable with. UV Creation, they're very, very close to me,
Right.
very good friends. Someone who I really look up to, and Maruti sir. And then I told sir, I was like, sir, you please tell me when to come. I will come. As long as that, okay, we are allowed to fly down from here.
Right.
He's like, don't worry, all that, we'll manage. Okay, so you pack your stuff, you come tomorrow.
Right.
And the following day, I was on the flight to Hyderabad, went and started shooting. I didn't know who I was shooting with. I met Santosh Shoban for the first time. I didn't know who was my co-star. I didn't know anything. I only knew that, okay, I'm working with UV Creation and Maruti sir again.
Right.
And these are the people who I really respect, Even for F2, like I worked for Rajat Agreed with Anil sir, and when he came up, like because I was also the baby,
Right,
there's
right,
Venki sir, there's Varun, there's Tamanna, they're all
they're
such
all-
experienced, big actors. And I will call myself like a baby. Yeah, Varun and I, we started a journey the same time,
Correct.
In films. And Anil sir called me and he said, oh, this film. I said, he's like, oh, if you, I'll narrate. I said, sir, if you think I'm apt for it,
Then
okay, I'm on board. Please, let me know. Yeah, like, so I think that is also like it's
Right.
about again the vibes.
Vibes,
If I feel, if I respect someone a lot, like you yourself, like it was just like it was
Yeah,
just a
it's
phone
a
call,
connection.
and
Yeah.
you made it happen. You made it like you had met me and my mom a couple of years ago. So like if I didn't think I didn't
It was no expectation.
exactly.
Nothing. It
It was just pure respect.
It feels like meant to be. and
Exactly.
it is-
It felt like just pure respect, and since I was here, I said, okay, I would love to.
And the when lights are on and when you are busy, then you are occupied. Then you are doing your work and there's lots happening. But when lights are off, when you're not working, what goes through your mind? See, a sportsman, when he's on the field, he's playing. Like I'm a physician and I'm with a patient and working. A talented, beautiful actress like you, when you have lights are on, you're busy with people, you're working, you're in your natural element. How you are when there are no lights, then there is not there and you are in your place. Not that you're vacationing or you're in a space where there is, that when you're not working. So are you hopeful for tomorrow, or you be working on, what would be your mind like? What would Meherin will be thinking?
I am an overthinker like that. I'm always thinking, what else? What next? What next? What am I going to do? It's also because I've been working ever since I passed out from school. I've been working.
Right.
But now since COVID, the biggest change that I've seen in myself is that pre-COVID, I was never at home, always working.
Yeah.
5-6 films a
Right,
year.
right. COVID gave it.
That COVID was actually first few months. I really didn't mind not working because I was actually at home with my family. I was working so much, and I think that time made me realize that sometimes yes, it's very good you're working, but sometimes it's very important to slow down. Before that, I missed all big events, my best friend's
celebrate.
weddings, this, that, family never met, never went back home. And then I just realized that, yes, work is a very important part of your life, but at the same time, it's also your loved ones, people who you want to be around, taking out time for them, taking out time for yourself, which is very, very important.
Very important.
So I think, yeah, now I'm like kind of like trying to live more in the moment than to
Be present.
Exactly.
And be enjoy this minute or the moment and
because that's the most difficult thing to do.
right. That is called vertical and horizontal. So is that you are always thinking about what's gonna come.
Yes.
Or in the lower spectrum, in the vertical living, that you're worried about what has happened in the past. In the vertical living, either you're
in
on
the future
top
or
in here.
Yeah.
So it's a very hard to stay in the minute because it takes a lot of stamina to do it.
Correct.
Whereas in a horizontal living, you could easily balance out to stay in present. You could go a little bit here and then go a little bit here and come back and say that it's a big learning for all of us guys, and I think staying present and think about now matters a lot. And while you're working for future and things like that, does Mehrin has any other ambitions or projects or goals, or where does she want to be, or how she want to see herself when she's little bit older, and does she want to connect to community, where is the service would come, where is any elements of business would come, what you want the world to remember you. Obviously, they will always remember you no matter what. They will remember your pageantry. They will always going to remember your filmography for some great roles. But is that what, or do you have some?
No,
if you can share.
No, there's a lot more. This is just a
starting.
This is just a part of it.
Okay.
I would feel.
We'd love to.
Because I feel that life is anyway so unpredictable. If you are,
Yeah.
anything can happen. I have been actually really brainstorming in the past. I was sharing with you. I've been I want to start something of my own, and work towards I'm very very I want to do something for women because my mother, she's a single mother, so I know what it is like, what goes around for a woman, to live in this man's world.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So definitely yes, be a part of the society, try and make a difference,
Absolutely.
and become an able woman myself, to be able to inspire many.
Yep.
And yeah, I think this is just the beginning. Right now, I'm just I feel that the universe knows where my goal is, and I think that universe is going to help me navigate and reach there. Of course, I'm working, but I don't want to stress myself at the moment. That
How do you reach that?
Exactly.
In the end, so.
Yeah, I feel that having faith in yourself, also the universe. That till now, the universe has done everything in its best
What you
capacity. I don't even think I imagined so much, frankly.
Right.
It's given me a lot more than what I expected.
Much more than what you are.
Exactly.
So
I've got everything in so much abundance. I'm sure that in times of come, I'm going to get even better.
I have to agree with you that I met your mom. I think I briefly met your brother in Chicago, but I think your mom is inspiring.
Yes.
Also, there is
Yes.
no question. I think her energy and her intelligence and is a great foundation for you. And I think definitely, is there any project that you are anticipating to start that you can share or you want to share?
Right now, not the ones that I'm about to start shooting for, but I'm just waiting, which is going to be my 25th film, like it's my Tamil film.
Wow.
It's called Indra. We are just waiting on the release date when they're
You
going to
did
announce.
25 films,
Yes, God has been, and 4 languages.
4 languages,
Yes.
and you had introduction to OTT,
Yes,
And
that
web
was in the
series.
Hindi show. Yes,
and
so
do you
with
see
one
a
of the
lot
biggest
of
directors. So it's always, like I said, like I have frankly have just gone with the flow. I have not really started with a plan that like how most of the people earlier, at least before RRR, a lot of girls would come in Telugu films, South films, just in the hope to come in Hindi to be.
yeah.
But that was never my goal. I
Language never really
no,
was a
not
barrier.
really, no.
Was
And then
it acting first film in Telugu that made you comfortable to take Tamil and others, or you're just naturally like that?
I think I am, yes, when I'm more emotional towards Telugu, like that, because I started in Telugu. But I feel you learn so much, working with people from different walks of life and different characters. And like I said, one of the very main reasons for me to even become an actor, which I completely forgot, was every time I met as a child, every time I met someone who was successful. Example, if I would have met you as a child, I would want to be a doctor and an entrepreneur. But this was me. I met Sunita Williams. She had just come back from, from her this thing journey in space, and I wanted to become an aeronautical engineer.
Wow.
And every time I met someone successful, I wanted to be like them. I never really knew what one profession I wanted to choose for myself. So I guess, like I said, like having faith in the universe chose this for me because I can play so many different roles and become everything in this one
in
short
one short
life.
period of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Through movies.
So everything can get satisfied.
Exactly.
with,
Like I can become a doctor, lawyer, whatever I want
whatever
to
the
be.
role that comes.
And I think maybe, that was my very, very big reason.
I don't know if it is real news, or these days it is very hard to know what is real news and what's a fake news. And something very inspiring caught my attention, that you could agree or deny it. You at least, if not advocated, you have able to understand that freezing one's own eggs and these. I'm a physician, so that was very close to my heart. I saw the intelligence in it, and I saw the forwardness in it, and I saw some great solutions for the women, those who have a real struggle with the making decisions. I will tell you why I'm saying this in a context. In today's woman,
My mom has a smile on her face since you asked this question.
in today's woman, it is so difficult to choose a path of career or to choose a path of settlement and family building and householdness. And one of the key elements for that is that, are they getting old? Are their biological clock kicking? What would be a right time? How would you transition from a work life to a household life? And I was just reviewing something, and this news come across, and I said, what a talented and what a smart girl that she's able to come out as an actress and able to say, can you share, is it a real news first of all or not?
Yeah, I posted about it.
Okay.
I posted the whole journey. I did it a few months ago, actually. I just wanted to completely heal because it is not an easy process. It takes a toll on your body. I'm still trying to lose all the weight that I have gained back with the injections, with the hormonal injections, and it was a complete it was emotionally very draining, and so I've been thinking about this since past maybe like 2 years, over 2 years, but I didn't really have anyone to give me the guidance that okay whether I should really do it, and then my mom made me sit down just a few months ago, and she was like, listen, like obviously all girls, every mother, she wants to see their daughter settled and everything. But then also right now the problem is it's very difficult to choose the right person. It's very, very difficult to find that, and you don't want to hurry because you feel that oh my god you're losing on to time, or you're so prevention is better than cure, they say. So you better think before you choose, because I feel choosing life path and all that, like it is still easier than to choose someone who you have to spend the rest of your life with. To someone who respects you, like mutual respect, understanding, trust. There's so many things in a marriage.
Yes. Yes.
And she told me that you should do it. You've been considering. I did a round of tests last year, and then but you have to take some time off to do this.
Not only, yeah, it is,
I had to say no to few projects because I had to prepare my body to be able to start taking injections. Then I made that choice and I said, mom, you're right. I think I should do it. And then I did it. It wasn't easy. And then when I started doing it, I just felt that as an actor, we have so much responsibility, like I said. And I'm sure if I was going through such a dilemma since past 2 years, but I didn't have proper guidance, there are so many girls like me who might be just going through the same thing.
Absolutely.
And I want to maybe help them. That maybe just be a,
inspiration.
Exactly. If I'm able to help even one person, means I have done something right. I feel
many people. It helps because fundamentally a decision to freeze your own eggs comes with a lot of logistics and a lot of procedures and a lot of preparation.
Exactly.
And not family may understand and family may accept or not, and there's so much goes
so
on.
like I said, like in India it's also a taboo. You don't talk about this,
Right.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Like it was very hurtful. Few media houses just for their for
Sensationalism.
exactly, they said Mehreen is pregnant, she's decided to, and I actually had to post about it. I said that it's very important in this world to have responsible media. Just for few extra views, you can't tarnish anyone's image like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I am that way. I'm very vocal like that. I want to be straightforward, and so my whole egg freezing process, I documented it.
You did?
Yes, I documented it. I am a person who used to faint the moment I would see a hospital, and needles. Like all my doctors, even my film makers, they know it. I have fainted in hospital. If we've shot in a hospital, I have fainted. Like so much phobia. But for this process, I've put injections on my own, in my stomach, and my mom thought I'm going to run away in the middle of the process because it was so difficult. But like I said, my mom, she's always been there. I didn't share this with a lot of people. And then the moment I felt that okay, my body has healed now, I decided to post about it. Not knowing, I frankly didn't think what difference it's going to make. But I just felt that okay, if I can bear that torchlight, that okay, if I can change one life, one other life,
it's very meaningful.
Exactly, and they know what this process is about, means I have done something right. And I got so much love on that post. People from all over the world, so many women, and they were like, oh my god, thank you. We were thinking about doing this, but seeing you, if you can do it, we can too. I think my job was done.
I think let's give a big hand for her. That It's a short time, dear viewers, readers, and our participants and live audience. I think uh, she's like Mehrin has. You meet her little, then you want to meet her a little bit more. Then you meet her a little bit more, then you want to know a little bit more, then you want to know a little bit more about her, then you want to hang out with her, then you
Being
want to
too
hang
kind.
out. It is like she has absolutely an addictive personality. She's an absolutely and a darling. She's an absolutely and a loving a person, real person, as much as she may be a celebrity. She's a great actress, beautiful person, but I think there is a lot more future I can see from her and for all of us. And with heartfelt gratitude and thank you for you being here. And you are also being out there to inspiring the women to participate in pageantry. That's what I think you broke first, because not every mother would allow their child to go into pageantry. And kudos to your mom. And every mother won't allow the child to go to what they want to go, their destiny is taking, like
Sorry,
becoming an
can I
actress.
add one more thing?
Sure.
This is to all the parents. I think it's also very important to have faith and trust your child in what they want to do, rather than, because yeah, like that way I'm very, very thankful to my mother in both me and my brother's case. Like, what are the chances? Both siblings with absolutely no background on acting.
Yeah, there
you
is
don't
no
come from a film
godfather,
family,
there is
nothing.
no nothing.
But she having that faith, and she shifting her base to Bombay just for our dream. I feel like parents, yes, like they should also support their child.
She raised you, right?
I know another Telugu parent who are Avantika. She's
Yeah.
doing so well. She's working in Hollywood as well. They live in California. I think we are in
California,
touch with them because she also worked in my first film, and my mom and her mom, they're friends now. Even like for a Telugu girl also, like even like for Punjabis, yes, now there are a lot of actresses who are Punjabis, but for even Telugu, very few girls are in acting. The families allow. But this one, like this mother, I have seen they go all, both the parents, they go all out to just like be there for their daughter and help her. And today she's in Hollywood. She's doing so well.
Yeah.
So I think it's like breaking so many
Barriers,
exactly.
thought processes, and difficulties.
Yeah. So I think it's also to the parents. You should support your child in what they want to do, because
That's a great message. Believe your child can do it and support them. Mothers out there, those who believe that you raise them right, let them fly. Mothers out there, those who have you have a child who is shining and flying, and be there to support them. And I think this is a phenomenal. I can sit here and talk to you for hours.
Firstly, thank you so much for having me here. It was such a pleasure. I think we have covered all the topics, everything we've spoken about. I just want to say that thank you so much for giving me so much love, and always being there for me. It really means a lot to me, and I will try my level best, just like how I have been in entertaining you and making you proud. And thank you so much. I love you all. Yeah, you have another listener added to Swarapedia now.
No, I think thank you so much for all of you to came and join us physically, and it is a journey, and not to commercialize or not to this very special, very memorable event for me particularly, is that we also want to create a platform for every rising child who has a talent, who can sing, who can dance, who can write poems, who can write songs, anything related to the culture. This platform is so profound. We are going to represent, manage, curate, nurture this young talent and position them and to represent them. That is one of the primary reasons for Swara. but also because it has audio, video in the form of magazine and 24/7 radio and video production and everything else, and that would be great. And I personally, from all Sacramento Telangana Association and the Sacramento Telugu Association and Sacramento Indian Association, we would wish you very, very best. May the universe and the forces will take you to the highest position that you deserve, and you be the diamond and shine forever. And you be the diamond forever.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so much.
Mary. And wish you very best.
So one word about Swara app. I just happened to see it. I think it's very, very progressive for its time, and no wonder that's why it's just 18 countries. I think you're going to gain many listeners and readers in many more countries, and I'm so happy to be a small part in this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
You never know. You may start with like a drop and you may become a small river into it.
Yes.